We know say in Agyapong ahead of the 31st January 2026 Flagbearership race NPP Flagbearer Ken have set up something new. At this particular thing I was set it up to some people new. Ken believes and his company believes he will win the 2026 NPP Flagbearership race. And according to Ken, last time we lose was because in Crophobia it was stolen. Remember say enya Ken in Kwana Ekasanse now no NDC Flagbearer hopeful Ekwatena Sempa echo the same sentiment. Say the Flagbearership race now last 2 years or more in 2023 before the 2024 elections. It was stolen for Bawumia. Bawumia is known to be the establishment candidate. So Ken have now positioned himself. Say okay, regardless of whatever has happened, the was here yes so far. They say I was say your bought ballots no buying. And nothing quickly Yanko City News. I see Agyapong sets up anti-election rigging squad ahead of a year NPP primaries. That is exactly what is really going on. Ken, we shared your screen so Agyapong was setting up anti-election rigging squad ahead of the NPP primaries. It's open as you see election na ye kwakoye no. I was some bon ho ban. A B 10 obi fechi enfa bi enkoka ho. And it was setting up this committee to look into it very well. Now, let's read exactly what it says. Also, the New Patriotic Party Flagbearer hopeful Kennedy Ohene Agyapong's campaign team has established an anti-election rigging response squad to avert any or alleged plots to rig the upcoming 2020 to rig the upcoming NPP presidential primary. So now they are telling us Agyapong has set up this particular committee. And the main aim of this committee is to stop election rigging. See, we are election. Now, there are people who are questioning, say, Ken is doing this. That's Ken knows, say, Sebio, MPP party, Nankasano, the 2020 election, because Ken have raised sentiment, say, MPP 4 year, obey exposing how they won the 2020 elections. Does it mean, say, Ken knew very clear, say, MPP 4, that 2020 elections, so when we near now? Well, that is another question your friend is saying on his own. Now, the campaign team of Agyapong believes there are plans to manipulate the election in favor of a particular candidate. So now Ken's team is saying, say, it is very shocking, say, election. Now all of a sudden, one candidate say, the anti-rigging election squad. Say, obi biara, obe na agents obe rigging election, no, or more entry and as they will stop him. Why? Ken is saying he's doing this because Oma picking intelligence. Intelligence Oma picking air patches say there are some people who are planning and are in work say election no Bawumia wini. Say Bawumia be wini krana he needs more votes. And at the end of the day no one can say Bawumia votes we need 50+1 itino sebio a ban ground support na only ground support sir and yanom almost say Oma picking intelligence about Bawumia incrophobia episode. So definitely I was say omoma or many other hot say abua or war. Yen trust to be or say some prophets have indicated to us that if the election is conducted in a free and fair manner, Agyapong will emerge the winner. But then they caution us to put in place strict measures to stop any rigging. Now, according to Agyapong's team, they are saying say as of will be more after Oma catch say election on paper. And as Nyankopon asemu no nipa also win Kennedy Agyapong. Listen very well. But then at the end of the day ebimu omo krom ha say they have plans okay ombe wiem enu according to Agyapong part say share Bible du mu a friend is saying eso anyone bi mbo am with edin no me refi me Bible studies kakra what ya say eso na na nsa ho nwi oni ni nua what ya say wo se baako na isra no e wo se koma baako. And ultimately, no back on the mammy and any year could and omuvi just a papa no essence in near friend, in Sirana was a comma Jacob, no, a comma Esau. Sirana was a comma Esau, a comma Jacob. So can I practice a so be a friend? I catch I didn't dear your dear. But then Bible no crack catch us, I didn't your dear one me win yambra on sign the anchor. And you I was said. I was so putting in ways and measures, ways and measures, no. Obi biara obey na agent so obi wie bia no omo ntwema na a free and fair Ken will definitely be the leader. Now yes also ento us because that is not the only thing omo san ekaye. Osanso to us who has said director of elections for the Agyapong campaign team Jojo Rocky Obin says the anti-rigging response team is operating in all 276 constituencies will work to protect the ballot of Kennedy Agyapong. Team we know they are in all the constituencies, the 276 constituencies they work to protect the ballot. Our leader Kennedy Agyapong sent a strong signal to all stakeholders that no one should attempt rigging the election. We have set up this response team to enforce his command and ensure desire to a free and fair election. So this is to ensure that nobody rigs the election. We mean nobody. He further added, if this election is free and fair, Kennedy Agyapong will win. We know that, but to protect the integrity of the polls, we need to ensure that the right things are done. It is sending a signal to a year one or more and now one more contesting say, Obi biara waya wadwen say, you have plans, you are thinking of rigging this election because the Kennedy Agyapong's campaign team omo entrim out. The Kennedy Agyapong campaign team omo entrim out. And also they believe say if the election is conducted free and fair, Kennedy Agyapong will win this election hands down. And into no, they are putting in ways, measures, mechanisms. And at the end of the day, new election no na kwaye se sebio nipa ba akubi. It's not so establishment candidate in amano. Now that is not the only thing that really did happen. Or this same way be two jano. Definitely the other party involved are also very serious competitor. In fact, they are tipped to win the elections. The Bawumia team. Bawumia team no so about respond. Say what Ken is doing, it doesn't make sense. Let's put this on the screens. If my niece Kennedy Agyapong's anti-election rigging squad meant to prepare minds for his supporters for the inevitable defeat of Osu in cancer. So according to a year Bawumia's campaign by says, see, Musa Dankwa post no crab and HS Kennedy Agyapong would lose. Ken ebe lusu, obenye bidie, bobe lusu. Inti Ken di oye ni nyina he is preparing or psyching his people up say mi ba be lose. Go be lose elections now. Anti-election when are going for so bene also. As the former NEIP Chief Executive Officer Kofi Ofosun Cancer is of the view that the decision by Kennedy Agyapong to set up an anti-election rigging squad ahead of the New Patriotic Party presidential primaries slated for the January 31st, 2026 is just to prepare his minds of his supporters of the impending defeats. Team Connected has started preparing the minds of their supporters for the inevitable defeats. So according to the Bawumia team, no more parties say, what Ken is doing, at the end of the day, only so belusu. Election, only say nipa ba kope, and a be emerge victorious. Sa nipa ba no be emerge victorious, any Dr. Bawumia. In the same be olusua, obenye bibi, akache na man force, ye koye, na ye koye no, omanye ni free and fair, omevie ye evidence ni ade. Ane sabe pe na Kennedy Agyapong ye say be at the end of the day olusu a obenye bibi odi be kufi. But then on ground no there polls after polls after polls said Dr. Bawumia is tipped to win. The best thing according to him Kennedy Agyapong should do is that ebeyanka on standing it should go on and if anything continue to contest. But then who so be lusu ebi Ken be president but enye in this particular time because you see ani there nipa or presidential material nipa who is tipped to win the elections no say Dr. Bawumia. So definitely and same bibria we live to see what will happen. Definitely I will see who at the end of the day to say what will happen is it that elections neba Kennedy Agyapong lose na Kennedy Agyapong win or betting Kennedy Agyapong win or betting ho na Kennedy Agyapong win or betting ho na. These are questions if anything obiara